Coming up next, I'm giving y'all this prison story about an inmate named Fat Joe that got a 10-man trizzy ran on him in prison. Stay tuned to the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show, you heard?
Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked. When you go to the mess hall, sit with your team. Cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boys' stories melt.
Yo, I swear to God, when I catch these niggas, they already know what timing I'm on. Them niggas did me mad dirty, son. Mad dirty. When I catch them, y'all already know what I'm on. What up, what up, what up? We y'all back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Now today I got a crazy story for y'all. Excuse me. And I just want y'all to know, I see a lot of crazy comments talking about fake stories, this and that. If I was telling fake stories, somebody would have been said something. Somebody I was locked up with would have been came out their face and said he capping. So unless you did time with me, and anybody that did time with Jay Corner know exactly who I am. Unless you did time with me, chill with all the cap. Alright? Now let's get into this story. For y'all get me agitated. Now, this inmate I'm going to tell y'all about today, his name was Fat Joe. Yeah, y'all heard me. Fat Joe. Fat Puerto Rican dude. And he was real loud. And what I mean by loud is, when this dude came into the pod, he came in on some bragging right shit. So, first of all, he's not in a gang. He associates with people. He knows a few heads in some gangs or whatever. But that ain't enough to hold no weight up in here. If you ain't pledging allegiance to somebody, then, well, you kind of on your own. Now, everybody know, if they've been listening to my stories, when you come into prison, the one thing you do not do is brag about what you got or what you had on the streets. Unless you really, really like that, and you already a shot caller when you walk through those doors, you don't want other people thinking that, oh, well, if he's saying he had this and that in the streets, he must got some bread. We can start pressing him. Let's extort him. Let's get whatever we can get out of him since he got so much bread. Let's see where your money at, homeboy, since you talking all that. Now, you want to keep it on the low, whatever you got. And I told y'all, buy your commissary in increments. Never load up. Don't ever hit the store and max out. Because when you do that, especially when you do that consecutively, meaning 2 or 3 weeks in a row, you done hit the store and maxed out. Oh yeah, you looking like a baller up in there. You looking like shark food. Now, when them sharks come to get you, oh, it's bite first, ask questions later. And what do I mean by that? When I say bite, I mean they pull them pokers out. Yeah. When they think you got money, they pull them pokers out immediately. And they get in the poking. You gonna catch one, and that's just a warning shot. That's just to let you know that they mean business. So now whether you get a second, third, or 10th poke, well, that's up to you how cooperative you are. Now Fat Joe, he came in the pod. He didn't even speak Spanish, y'all. He's claiming he's Puerto Rican, but he's really half black and half Puerto Rican. Which already, you know, that's a big problem for a lot of the Hispanics. They not rocking with them. They not claiming them. Now, of course, you know, if you get down, you get down. You could join the Crips. You could join the Bloods. You could join the, you know, GDs. It's different sets that you could join being half black and half Hispanic. But now, if they don't want you, oh, you got a bigger issue in the prison. Now, Fat Joe came in there from the rip talking about he was the Don. He was out there pushing Mercedes-Benz and Bentleys. The Don on these streets. I'm from New York. BX, nigga. Y'all know what it is. I was out there pushing Bentleys before y'all even had driver's license. You know what I mean? I'm out there getting the block popping. Now, everybody hear this dude talking, they hear his lips yapping, and they're like, listen, dude, like, you can't come in here claiming all this and that, and ain't backing nothing up. Who is you? Nobody rocking with him like that. So, of course, the sleepwalk game is in heavy effect. And now the sleepwalk game, y'all, well, let's just say when prison rules are in effect, getting sleepwalked, well, that's just part of the game. You're going to get sleptwalked into an ass whooping, into a robbing, or even worse, a graping. Either three, you don't want any parts of. Now, as soon as Fat Joe stepped on the pod, the Bloods was on him. They weren't playing no games. They had already got word back. It was some dude in lockup talking about he got all this bread. He can't wait to get the gym pop so he could turn up. He gonna show everybody what it is, what balling is. Now, normally don't nobody pay none of that shit no attention. Normally inmates just be talking, just trying to, act like they tough and act like they got it like that, like they was the biggest gangster on the street. Well, apparently, this dude just wouldn't stop. Now, when you first come into the prison, you go through a little lockup, a quarantine, you could say. It's about, say, 30, 40 days before you hit gym pop, if you hit gym pop, after your psych eval and all of that nonsense. But you in lockup and you talking through the gates, and all people got to do is beat down all night. Somebody tell a story. And well, from day one, Fat Joe was in there telling stories. All cap. Now, everybody don't care whether it's cap or not, but they got the feeling it's cap. And they telling him, like, hey, dude, you ain't do none of that shit, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Yo, look, you could say that shit through these bars, but when you go out to gym pop, you ain't gonna be talking that crazy shit, bro. Like, you don't even sound like you was gangster like that. Stop it. Now, Fat Joe back there like, nah, y'all, your word is bond. Your word is bond. I'm telling y'all niggas, I was the biggest. I was the baddest. Yo, one time, the last time I was locked up, son, yo, I beat a whole dorm up by myself. Wait till they let me out here, yo. Wait till they let me out this shit. Y'all gonna see. Y'all messing with the wrong one. Joey. Now, everybody in there cracking up like, this dude really believe this shit. Right? Who you think you are? Like real Fat Joe? Like, who you think you are? And this dude, he looked kind of like Fat Joe, but you're not Fat Joe, dude. No way in hell are you gonna come in here claiming you Fat Joe. I don't care if you from the Bronx. I don't care where you from, who you know. You ain't Fat Joe. So the fact that you want people to call you that, that's what you introduce yourself as when you walk through the prison. Nah, you lost a lot of respect right off the rip, homeboy. Now, let's speed up a little bit. Once he got to A-Pod, like I told y'all, the Bloods was on him. Straight extortion. They all in this cell. Yo, what you got? What you got? What you got? Yo, you got a phone list? Yo, you can make some three-way calls for me? Hey, you got some soups? Bum rushing dude with the quickness. Now, I give Fat Joe a little bit of respect. He tried to buck back. And well, that's where the story gets diabolical, y'all. When Fat Joe tried to buck back, not only did them Bloods stomp the shit out of him in that cell, but y'all know where he ended up. He ended up on C-Pod, which also doubled as PC, protection. And when you end up in C-Pod, well, let's just say bad things happen in C-Pod. Things that are unspeakable by some of the most notorious monsters in America. You guessed it, y'all. All the booty bandits are on C-Pod. And now, when they got fresh meat dangling on the hook, they all come out to play. It don't matter if they got a boy or not. That day, they came out to play. And well, things ended up pretty bad for Fat Joe in that prison. Now, there is a limitation on the amount of information that I can possibly feed y'all from C-Pod, but as it was described to me, people, I was told that Fat Joe got a 10-man trizzy ran on him in C-Pod. 10 men, y'all. According to credible sources, they made Fat Joe sit in the cell all day long, ass naked. The only time they allowed him to put his jumpsuit on was to stand up for count, and then right back to it. He was restricted to his bunk. Now, they kept him like that for easy access. Supposedly, after that 10-man trizzy, well, let's just say the bandits was off to the races. It would be one bandit after another going in and out of his cell, taking advantage of poor little Fat Joe. Now, rumor has it, Fat Joe ended up losing his damn mind. I mean, you're talking about weeks of abuse. This grown man was getting his cheeks busted out by 200 and 300 pound bandits that didn't want nothing but a finish. That's all they cared about, was finishing somewhere warm. And unfortunately, you just happen to provide that need. Now, I don't know what happened to any of these guys going forward, the rest of their bids. But Fat Joe, he ended up not right in the head. And you really couldn't tell whether this guy was telling the truth or not in the first place. Now you really couldn't. Because now he could say he got raped by 10 men with a straight face. And people will laugh like he's joking. And he won't say nothing. He won't think nothing about it. Keep it moving. But that really happened. So, I guess everybody has their way of coping and dealing with things. But I guess it was kind of Fat Joe's own fault for coming into the prison acting like a super gangster. He wanted to be a super thug. What? But he couldn't back it up. So if you want to walk into a prison, y'all, with that chip on your shoulder that you the biggest and you the baddest, let me let you know on game. You better come correct. Because that prison life don't play no games. There are no friends. It's do or die. Yeah, you heard me. You will get unalive looking at somebody the wrong way in prison. So don't make the mistake coming up in there thinking it's all gonna be sweet. Nah, y'all know what I said. It was all good just a week ago. Alright, listen, y'all. That was just a quick, short one. Just a little something for y'all to think about. Now, unfortunately, well, he got his cheeks blown out on a daily basis. Fat Joe wasn't Fat Joe anymore. After getting his cheeks busted day in and day out by different bandits, he just, you know the saying, y'all. If you can't beat him, join him. Fat Joe just turned into a big punk. A big old sissy. Wig wearing sissy. Y'all heard me. And well, that was that. Listen, if you like content like this, like, share, subscribe. Get in that comment box, y'all. Tell me what you thought. I want to know. Alright, with that, this is the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked. When you go to the mess hall, sit with your team, cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boy stories melted. I spit about prison justice cause I dealt it. And you a real hater if you can't respect it. All that bullshit, yeah, I'm here to check that. Any confrontation, I'ma show up. Bet that. You a real hater, I'm here to